What's up guys, my name is Bevan, and in this series I will take you all with me on my solo trip to the United Kingdom. From the busy streets of London to the majestic lochs of the Scottish Highlands and the many castles of Wales. Come with me as I explore the beauty of the British Isles. Dubai International Airport. 14 hours flight, the longest flight of my life. From here, wait for another 2 hours and then catch the same Emirates A380 Airbus to London Gatwick. Medium to light brook outside. After another 7 hours of flying over mainland Europe, we arrived safely at London Gatwick Airport. I took the train from Gatwick to South Bermondsey near London Bridge, which was where I was staying. I was so excited I forgot about the jet lag, so I decided to go out and explore the southeast area of the River Thames. I put my Kuti socks, my focus cap, wear focus, stay focused, and my combat boots. Shout out Pedro Dalit. So Muno Mahn Out, South Bermondsey near the River Thames. And trying to get in the train and head to the city center. I went for a quick line bike around the Southwark area and I immediately noticed how fast-paced life was like in London. I then had dinner at the Southwark markets, and after dinner, jet lag kicked in, so I went home and I went to bed early so that I could wake up early the next day and explore London.
The next day.
Fucking day for it. Day for it. Let's go. The only right way to start off the day would be to get on the Lime bike and look for a nice hearty English breakfast. English breakfast. Start. Let's go. Blessings will return to you just in time. Just in time, Lord. There's something about the structure of these buildings. So because I couldn't find a proper English diner, I had breakfast at this buffet and then I went over to my first stop of the day, which was the Tower of London. So I'm gonna go to the Tower of London first, and then because it opens at 9. And when I'm done with that tour, I'll come to the London Bridge. I arrived 30 minutes before opening time. And while I was waiting around outside, I bumped into this very nice Australian couple and we decided to tour together.
We go straight to the Crown and Jewels first.
Yes, that is the map and we're gonna head straight to the Crown Jewels. Right
yeah,
there. Where's number 1? That looks like the Crown Jewels. Here comes the guard. Muno Mahn is inside the Tower of London. The impenetrable fortress of the Tower of London. I've only been here once before, and that was in the game Assassin's Creed on my computer. Torture at the Tower. Inside there is where the King's Crown Jewels are located.
Minutes later.
Alright, so we're back. Sorry, we couldn't have any filming videos or camera inside the Crown Jewels because you can't film any of those stuff. But I'm gonna head over to where they kept the animals. After roaming the battlements, I went over to check out the main White Tower. This is the White Tower, eh? Yes. Thanks, mate.
The main White Tower had weapons and armour that were used by the British in the Middle Ages. It also had a chapel that they would use to conduct services.
That's a fucking jousting stick. They ride and they hit each other.
I was so intrigued and mesmerized because the knights and their shining armor were things I would see growing up on TV, and now I'm here in person looking at it. The armory had many mortars and bayonet rifles.
This sword and this axe was used to take people's heads off. That movement started on that. And this block here, this axe and this block, people's head rolled off it. And
I then took some time to check out the Royal Fusilier Museum, which was also inside the Tower of London. They fought in modern wars such as the Gulf War, and their regiment was known as the Regiment of the City of London, and they were originally created to protect artillery. The next place to check out was the London Tower Bridges, and I was very keen for this.
look at that, so beautiful. Alright, so I've scanned my London pass for the Tower Bridge now, so now I'm going to go up to the... So you come here, you get in the line, and then after you follow the line, you go through this and you go up to the Tower of London. Not the Tower of London, sorry, the London Bridge. Tower Bridge.
It was summertime in the UK, so the climb from the bottom to the top was a bit of a workout, but nevertheless, when we got to the view, it was worth it. At this stage, all was going well and I was really enjoying the view from on top of the bridge until this happened.
How will make it this like oh shit,
I had places to be, so I had to toughen up, hold on to the rails and walk from one side of the tower to the other. Yay, we made it.
So we were all the way up there. We crossed from one side of the bridge to the other. And when we came down there, the lady that works there said, follow this blue line to make it to the engine room. I think it's the engine room that moves the bridge up and down to give way for ships to come and go. Oh fuck, finish out too. Okay, so we're gonna follow this blue line here all the way to the engine room.
I followed the blue line and went underneath the River Thames to the engine room.
This is how the hydraulics works to lift up the bridges.
I enjoyed touring the London Bridge because I always see it on TV and I would always sing nursery rhymes about it when I was younger. And next up on my tour was the HMS Belfast. It was a Navy ship in World War II and it is now decommissioned and used as a museum on the River Thames. Stepping aboard, I was thrust into World War II naval warfare. I toured the kitchens and the infirmary and even some of the big guns.
Something next to you for you pieces. So firstly, we're going to go up to the gun turrets. Fire! Up to port, up to starboard.
To finish off this tour, we had a look at the navigation room and the captain's cabin. And I thought I was in the 1940s.
A few moments later.
Pit stop for a beer because it's fucking very hot. I need to have a beer. None of my mates wanted to come on this trip with me. Because all of them are worried about their girlfriends and studying and money.
Yeah.
So I came by myself solo.
You're filming for them.
Yes, so they can see and they can know what they missed out on because they're pussies. Just look at the bar, guys.
This bar was situated just beyond the Thames, and the beers it was serving were very thirst-quenching for a warm summer's day. I then had a quick call with my mum and my sister, and then I was on my way to my next location, which is Big Ben.
just sort of the London Underground Metro, and now I'm at Westminster, and the beauty itself. Fucking goosebumps.
I was so excited to see Big Ben and the Palace of Westminster, which is the Parliament House of the UK.
Alright, Big Ben in the background. We've taken a photo already. And now we're going to go visit Westminster Abbey, where they do the funeral of the royal family, as well as coronations and weddings as well. Alright, so we've just cleared, showed them our London pass, and now we're walking into the famous Westminster Abbey, the place where they crown kings, they marry princesses, and they bury queens.
Stepping into Westminster Abbey, I immediately noticed a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, and it is where the heart of British history is, where kings and queens have been crowned for centuries. What a beautiful place.
Alright, so we just finished from Westminster Abbey. Also, couldn't take videos in there, so I took a bunch of photos.
I then went for a walk down to the house of the British Prime Minister, which is located at 10 Downing Street. After all of this summertime walking, it was time for another pint.
I'll tell you what, this locally brewed London beers, they are fucking nice. They also just let people sit on the sides and drink outside. Like you can order in the pub, just come sit on the benches on the outside.
Oh my god!
That's crazy.
The principal.
Oh, that's good beer. Alright guys, Muno Mahn has now just finished from having a beer, and I'm trying to go to the Royal Guard Museum just to find out a bit more about the Royal Guard. But I need to make it there in 20 minutes before they close for the last admission, so let's see if we can make it there.
I rode there as fast as I can, but I couldn't make it in time, so I decided to turn around and go back to see the Royal Mounted Cavalry Regiment Guards. The Royal Mounted Cavalry Regiment are majestic riders and keepers of tradition in London.
I'm a mounted cavalry and boy for queen, boy for king.
This regiment is one of the most disciplined and is the embodiment of royal splendor.
Alrighty guys, that is it for today.
To end off the day, I took another line bike and rode all the way back to the Borough markets in Southwark to get myself dinner.
Hi there, can I please get a beef rendang?
Beef rendang with the coconut rice, or roti, or both?
With rice.
With rice, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I came here yesterday and I like it.
I had the beef rendang yesterday, so I really liked it. That's why I went back this afternoon for dinner.
Look at that. I just killed that. Time to go house, put on some night clothes, going out clothes, and see what the London pubs is about.
After dinner, I rode from the Borough markets all the way back home, and then I ended up spending the rest of the night sampling beers at the Southwark Tavern. And that's a wrap of day 1 in London, but the adventure continues tomorrow. I'll be visiting sites like Buckingham Palace, the Changing of the Guard, Kensington Palace and London Zoo. So don't forget to follow along for all the highlights, and I'll see you in the next video of this solo trip series.